welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I decided to do a halo eye for fall with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge, Blends, and Primal palettes. That was almost a tongue twister. But if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Let's do a fall halo eye. I've been on a halo eye kick. I feel like this needs a little something, but also I really just like how it is. But I kind of feel like adding some gems would be fun. I'll see what happens when I get to it. While I'm trying to think of what I need to add here, let's start on this one. My lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I have on my Crown Noir Queen of the Cut Crease Half Cut Crease stencil, and I'm going to start out with the Primal palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics because I'm just using Blend Bunny Cosmetics palettes. It's their Terra Moon Shimmers. I feel like that was very predictable of me. So I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush and the shade Lethal from the Primal palette, and what I'm going to do is start on that inner corner area and like in my crease, apply it just to start getting the shape. This will be our depth shade. And please do not mind my fingernails. I had on some fake ones and there was glue stuck on the back. There were the Impress ones. I really like those. So they already have like the glued back, but then I add extra glue and now I just have glue on my fingernails because I took them off this morning and I was like, I'll do something about that later, just not right now. So I'm going to take this 1/3 of the way into the crease. Cleaning that brush off, and then I'm going to take a tiny bit of soil, which I have not used until now, and I'm going to pop it right in the center right here and take it 1/3 of the way. Really just focusing on that deep crease area right up against that stencil. I'm going to switch over to the Surge palette, and I'm going to take the shade Lush. Is it Lush? Yeah, I'm going to take just a little bit of Lush, and what I'm going to do is pop it on that outer V of my eye into the crease. This will be the depth shade as well. I'm just going to pop it on. It's the darkest shade, I believe, that I'll be using. And just pat it down. Oh my gosh, a pumpkin cream cold brew sounds divine right now. Fall on my eyes, fall in a cold brew. Let's go. And it's starting to feel like fall outside finally, and I'm just like, yes. So your shape, you can get it as rounded as you want. When I do halo eyes, I mainly prefer to do them rounded. Sometimes I'll wing them out. Today I was just feeling a nice rounded halo eye. So with the Makeup Shack T2 brush, I'm going to go back into the Primal palette and go into Huntress, which is the red. And what I'm going to do is just, there's a cat fur on my brush. I'm just going to blend out Lethal with Huntress. I'm really just kind of patting it down and then doing little baby back and forth windshield wiper motions. For applying the first shade into the crease, I really just kind of did the back and forth windshield wiper motions just to get it built up. It's gonna look wild. You gotta trust the process. And I'm gonna go back in and touch everything up as well because it's kind of what I do. I just be a little bit repetitive with it because I feel like being repetitive helps me to get the nice blend, because sometimes while you blend you're going to lose a little bit of the pigment, and you just go back in and touch it up and just blend till your heart is content. I am going to switch over to the Blends palette though because I want to use the shade Enigma because it's such a nice burnt dark orange, and I just want that right there in the center. So I'm going to go back into that I'm going to go back to that Makeup Shack T66 brush, and what I'm going to do, because tiny brushes are our best good buddies, we're just going to put that on there and blend it with soil. Just tap it on, press, press, press very gently. Yeah, that's something I definitely will say a lot, is that tiny brushes are your best friend when you're trying to do a blend, because I feel like with the tiny brushes I have more control over what I'm doing. It might take a little bit more time to get the shape, get the build up, but it's totally worth it because it's easier to not overdo it because it's smaller. If you have a larger brush, for me, my eye shape, I feel like my eyes are not like just huge, so it's a little intimidating for me to use a bigger brush to try to do a lot of my blending because I feel like I don't have as much control over the blend. Back over to the Surge palette, I'm going to take the shade Locked with this T2 brush from the Makeup Shack, and I'm just going to get a little bit of it and gently blend out blush. Just tap it on, little baby pats, little baby pataroos. Do a little bit of a back and forth windshield wiping motion. Light, light, light pressure. We don't want a lot of pressure, just a little bit. What kind of fall colors do y'all want? Do you want more fall? I know this is going to be kind of getting into October when this goes up, more than likely. This might actually be one of the last ones for September. I've gotten myself behind, so I'm trying to get back ahead and pre-film and everything so that I can get as much Halloween things out as possible before it like hits my creativity, because I know last year it knocked my creativity like big time. So I'm going back into Luscious real quick and touching it up. I would love to be able to be one of those superhumans that do like the 31 days of Halloween, but I don't know if I'll ever be that, because I gotta give it to the people that do it, because they start so early and just plan everything out, and I'm kind of like, I'm gonna do this on the fly if I do anything. Might try to do 13 looks, I don't know. So I'm gonna take this dough color number 12 brush and a little bit more of Locked to just gently, gently give that a little baby blend. Just a little baby blend. Trust the process. So back to the Primal palette, I'm going to take the shade Untamed, which is the orange, and I'm going to blend out Enigma with it with the T2 brush. I'm going to get it and just do little baby pats. Very, very gently. I don't know where my camera cut off, so I've taken Untamed on the Makeup Shack T2 brush and just gently patted it to blend out Enigma. And I'm going to go back into, and I'm going to take this dough color number 12 brush and the shade Rome to blend out Huntress. And I'm going to take a little more Huntress and go in and blend, blend, blend. Tiny little back and forth windshield wiping motions with the absolute lightest amount of pressure. You want to barely feel that brush on your skin. It's like a little tickle. And I'm going to take a little bit more of Lethal with the same brush and do the same thing. I am going to clean it off before I go back into Huntress though, because I want it to be not the darkest red shade. Just go in, give a little baby blend. Y'all, I'm tired. Need a nap. I didn't like school, but I wish I would have taken advantage of those naps we got in kindergarten. So I've cleaned off that dough color number 12 brush, and I'm going to go into Ray. And I'm just going to gently blend out the oranges. And with this Vasanti brush, I'm going to go into Toxin and blend out these greens on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to touch up soil just real quick. And I'm going to touch up Enigma. I'm going to go to the Surge palette to touch up these greens just real quick. So I'm mainly going to focus on Locked right now. And I'm going to take that dough color number 12 brush and just gently blend it out. Blend it with Toxin. Get a nice little good old blenderoo going here. I'm going to take the Primal palette and I'm going to go into the shade Luna, which is a really amazing pastel green, but it's also almost like it is neon pastel. When you blend out with it, I'm going to see if I can make it make sense what I'm trying to say, because my words are like, eh. So, you know, Toxin is like loud, neon, beautiful, everything. And then you blend it out with Luna and it just glows. Like, isn't that amazing? I am going to go back into Toxin though to bring it back. You see, it's like neon. I'm really just kind of stamping, patting this down right here. Okay, I'm going to clean that brush off. And, well, actually, I'm going to take this Farah brush. It is the 3 mini tapered blending brush. I'm going to take Hidden and focus that towards the bridge of my nose. I am going to go back into Rome and touch it up though, just to soften it up a little bit. And then with that Vasanti brush, take a little bit of Rome, blend, 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 blend it out, blend it out. I need to listen to some music or something. Oh my gosh, that's one thing that, like, when I'm in here doing these, I'm so reliant on like background noise and music and just stuff like that, that I'll just get a song stuck in my head and it'll be there, and then I just like kind of try to sing it because I want to hear something, but oh my gosh, my voice gets on my own nerves, so sorry about the terrible singing. But speaking of music though, what about the Paramore album that's gonna drop whenever it does, because I don't know if they've said when, but oh my gosh, tiny little baby emo me is so excited. Like, when I was really starting to see a lot about it was like 20 days till the 13th anniversary of Brand New Eyes. And this was the tattoo I got back in May. And so this one is really important to me because Brand New Eyes was the album, the first album that came out when my husband and I started dating. And we both love Paramore, and so that album came out like right after both of our birthdays in 2009, and like it's still one that like holds a special place in my heart. And then so like I was seeing that everybody was like, yeah, it's like this many like days till the 13th anniversary of Brand New Eyes, and I was like, oh my gosh. I totally sometimes forget that we've been together that long, and I'm just like, it doesn't seem like it's been that long. I'm gonna go into Toxin. No. I'm gonna go into Luna. Tap off the excess. And just pat. Little windshield wiper motions now. Alright, let's remove the stencil and get ready to put on some multi-chrome shimmers. I was about to stumble over that word. Can't do anything without the nails now that I didn't even get used to them while I had them. Alright, just a light cleanup and we'll be good to go. Start carving the crease, add the shimmers, and then time to go do the rest of it. I don't know why I'm just talking so much and rambling and being all over the place, but feeling chatty. I feel like that happens every time I film though. But it's been a lot more lately. I've been so stressed out and I just been a rambling mess. But I'm really excited. I don't really want to talk about it just yet, but really excited even though I'm stressed out. I had something really exciting going on. Alright, so for the halo eye, I'm doing this one a little bit different. So, I mean, it's kind of different for me. So, I'm just going to take this ABH A14 brush and the shade Lush. Yes, Lush from the Surge palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit, that was a lot of it, and I'm going to just gently like tap it along the edges here. I'm gonna try to make it look like it's giving my eye a little hug. So kind of like you're doing like a half cut crease, right? Except for now, I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T66 brush and go into the Primal palette and go into the shade Lethal, and I'm gonna gently pop that on and connect it up to the crease. So about like this. And what I'm gonna do is go into my favorites. Terra Cosmetic Shimmers from the Summer Equinox collection. So what I'm going to do is take the dough color number 14 brush, and for the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to take the shade Protostar, which is like a really cool shade. It's got like bluish, greenish, pinkish, it's reddish, very multi-chrome. Very just, love. So with that dough color number 14 brush, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to pop it on, kind of blend it onto the green on the outer corner just a bit. This one really just gives me like all the spacey alien vibes, and I love it. Just kind of pat it down onto that matte green just a bit. And then I'm going to take it inwards just a little bit more towards the bottom. And I'm going to take the shade Aurora Australis, and it just screams fall to me. So I'm going to pop this towards that inner corner area of my lid the same way as I just did with Protostar. I'm going to take it and just start to pop it down and blend it with the red shade, the matte red. Take it a little bit farther towards the bottom, towards the center. And then I'm going to take Solar Delirium, which is just, I have no words. It's like orange, yellow, green, just like, it's out of this world. And I'm going to take it and do it in the center. And I'm going to take a little bit of Solar Delirium on my finger, just down the center. You hear my cutie? He's big talk about it. He's like, Mom, come out. You've been in there for years. And I'm going to take just a tiny bit more of that matte green, why do I keep forgetting the name? Lush. I'm going to take a little bit of Lush on that ABH A14 brush and then just kind of gently pat it to blend it really nicely. Just do little taps. And then I'm going to take the same brush and do that with the shade from the Primal palette. Lethal. I'm forgetting the names of these shades for no reason. I'm just going to take it and gently just hug them up there. Okay, so for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the shade Flare Star, which I feel like I've used it before, but it's just so gorgeous and I felt like it would go with it pretty well. Ugh. I'm going to pop that on my inner corner and then go to the rest of my face and then come back. So let's see which brush to take. I'm going to take the Doe Color number 13 brush. Pop that on. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I couldn't figure out what extra details I wanted to add, so I added some little gold leaves from Michaels. I think I got them last year and used them once, and I was just like, why not? I like to try to spice up my halo eyes when I do like the multi-chrome shimmer on the right directly underneath, but then I was like, let's add the gold leaves. I think it would be cool. So yeah, I really feel like it's cute. I know that this is like a color combination that I posted on Instagram recently, but I was like, let's take that and turn it into a halo eye. Might be onto something there. I don't know. I feel like it's really cute, but it also is giving me Christmas vibes. I feel like I should have put more orange, but I still feel like the greens are definitely fall, and I'm like, yes. Okay. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below, And if you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you would like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and really, I can't thank you enough. It really, really means a lot to me. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below, and I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!